YouTube, it has been a whole year, but I'm back and I'm locking in, and today I'm going to be sharing with you everything that I do to look and feel put together. I'm going to start off with the appearance things, so things that I do to look put together, and then we'll go into like the organisation and life admin and just the things that I do to actually be organised and put together. First one is I will always get ready, so I'll get dressed, I'll do my hair, do my makeup every single day, even if I'm not leaving the house. Like today I'm literally just filming a couple of TikToks, this and going to Tesco, but I'm not going to sit around in joggers or a hoodie and my dressing gown. I'm going to actually get dressed into a nice outfit. Today I've got this cute little yellow Zara top on. I've done heatless curls, so I didn't actually have to do anything other than take them out and brush them through, and I've just put on a bit of makeup. I feel like it just makes me feel more put together, productive, and I actually feel like myself, whereas a lot of the time I can feel quite sluggish and if I just sit in joggers. The next thing for me would be fake tan. I have got it wrong so many times over the years, but I feel like I finally got it down to a fine art. So I'm going to give you the best advice that I wish someone would have given me, okay? I've been orange, I've been patchy, I've looked like a tiger bread, but what you need to do is, if you want to wear fake tan, you need to remove it all properly first and put on one very thin layer. One layer is all you need. We don't need to be doing 3 layers and making ourselves bright orange, because then also it's just 50 times harder to remove it when it starts to go patchy. So I do one very thin light layer. My favourite brands of tan is probably Bondi Sands, any of those, but my favourite is the Liquid Gold or the Express Tan, because then you don't have to sleep in it, which is just super uncomfortable, or Filter by Molly May. Again, I don't want to look like I've been on holiday, I don't want to look orange, I don't even want to look bronzed. It's purely just to take the edge off of being so pale. I want it to be like my skin, but a bit better. And as soon as I notice a tiny bit patching or coming off, I get it all off and we start again. And one thing I must say, moisturise twice a day, once a day minimum every single day. It will help keep your tan on, stop it going super patchy, and then make it so much easier when you come to remove it. And when the time does come to remove my tan, I like to use a big exfoliating mitt. The Saint Tropez one is amazing. I literally just got it off of Amazon. Pretty sure you can probably get it in Boots as well. It's the black one. It is like the roughest exfoliating glove I've ever found. And then an exfoliator again. Any exfoliator. I found that the Dove and the Tree Hut ones are the best because they're super gritty. You want a nice gritty exfoliator to really scrub that off, or any kind of shower oil as well, because tan does not like oil. So that's why I'm saying use a moisturiser every day as well. If you want to put on a bit of Body Glow oil, that's fine, but just know if you're using oils every day on your skin, your tan is going to fade and go crusty and patchy so much quicker than if you just use a nice moisturiser every day. Okay, moving on, we have jewellery. Now, jewellery for me is so important. I wear the same thing pretty much every day, and I feel like it's important to keep your staple things every day, and then if you're going out, you can just switch it for a statement piece. Like, for example, these earrings I have on, I would never wear these every single day, but if I want to feel a bit more dressier, these are something that I would opt for. Now, on that note, you need to pick a colour of jewellery, whether that's yellow gold, silver, rose gold, gold, whatever you think suits you best. Me personally, I would never wear silver because I feel like it's very cold and it doesn't suit me as better, but I love yellow gold. All of my jewellery is yellow gold. Like I said, I keep it pretty much the same every day, and then I'll just switch in my statement pieces. But another thing for me is keeping your jewellery clean. If you are a girl that loves makeup as much as I do, take your earrings out, do your makeup, put on your setting spray, leave it for a minute, and then put your earrings in. Otherwise, what's going to happen is the makeup is going to go onto your earrings, the setting spray is also going to go onto your earrings, stick the makeup down, and then your earrings are just going to look really dull and not shiny at all. And I find the best way to do it is pop your jewellery in some fairy liquid if you need to clean it, or I also use the sterile cleaning sprays that you would use to clean a piercing to clean your jewellery as well. Perfume and lotion. I've already touched on lotion a little bit, but I feel like perfume is so important to have a signature scent. Me, I have 3 main perfumes. So I use the Miss Dior, I use YSL Libra and YSL Black Opium, and then I always have like a base just body spray, and that's always been since I was in like year 10. I'm 20 this year, by the way. Coconut Passion from Victoria's Secret. I love a sweet sickly scent. and I would normally put that on with something vanilla-y over the top for the day, or my Miss Dior one because it's nice and floral and light. It's perfect for summer and like daytime use. And then I'll use my YSL or my Black Opium purely in the evenings because they last the longest, and I feel like they're a lot more of an evening scent. Like my staple perfumes, I don't really switch between any other perfumes. Those are my signature scents. And then the thing that I find really helpful is lotion, a nice scented lotion that goes with the scent of your perfume, and then you spray your perfume over the top. It sticks to the lotion, it lasts a lot longer, makes the smell more intense, and it's just going to be a lot more wearable, and you won't have to top it up constantly throughout the day. I even love to match my deodorant scent. So my favourite deodorant, and again it has been my favourite for years, is the Dove coconut and jasmine flower. It smells insane. It smells like a perfume, and then it goes with my Victoria's Secret coconut perfume as well. So it's all the same scent theme rather than smelling like 50 different things. I love to have a self-care night once a week, every week, just some solo time for myself. I'll have my everything bath, candles, bath salts, face mask, make a nice dinner, put on a nice film, and just really relax and take that time for myself. I feel like that is so important for keeping yourself nice and put together, and you're just going to feel so much better as well. And it also helps building a good relationship with yourself and practicing spending time on your own. Around every 3 weeks I will go for a mani-pedi, so I always have my nails and my toes done. I actually go to Townhouse. I go to the one in Cambridge, but the one in Canary Wharf is also really good. They have loads of locations. It is a little bit pricey, but I would say you get what you pay for. I used to go to a nail bar in my town and it would be a lot cheaper. However, the damage that it does to your nails is not okay. So I actually get Biab Chrome Finish French every time. I like to stick to the same nails because they're like my signature thing and they go with all of my outfits rather than switching up. I might get something extra for my birthday or Christmas. I might change the colour. Like normally in autumn, winter, I go for like a rouge noir colour, like a deep red, and it's really, really cute. But for the rest of the year, it is always French, and then I just get French or white on my toes. Nice and clean, not too in your face, and it's only going to be noticeable if someone's looking for it. But I feel like keeping your nails clean and tidy is the most important thing. So if you don't want to go and get your nails done or you don't want to paint them, that's fine. Just keep them clean and keep them filed and keep them cut, because nothing is more like unpresentable than seeing dirt all under your nails. And I feel like, I don't know whether it's just me because I have my nails done that I pick up on it, but I feel like if you've got dirt under your nails, they're long, they're jagged, like you can really pick up on that, and that is something that people will notice. While we're on the subject of keeping things clean, one thing that was drilled into me in school is having clean shoes. If your shoes are dirty, literally all it takes is a little baby wipe or a wet cloth or a brush to get the dirt off of it. And then if your laces are dirty, put them in the washing machine or put them in a bucket of warm water with some cleaning product, and it will sort them out and they'll be fresh and white. Having clean clothes. Now, if you know beforehand that you have an outfit that you want to wear, make sure it is clean and washed. I also love to throw in scent beads that are the same scent as my perfume, Shock. I use the gold ones. I can't remember what scent they are. They're gold and they're by Lenore, I believe. And they're like, again, like a jasmine-y flower scent, and they're so good. So strong and long lasting, and it's gonna act as a bit of a perfume as well. But if I see people out and they've got stains or their clothes are messy, it's one thing if you're out and you drop something on you and you get a stain, that's completely unavoidable and that's fine. But do not leave the house in an outfit that's already got a stain on it just because you really want to wear that outfit. Trust me, you're going to look 1,000 times better if you throw that in the wash and find something else to wear. Okay, let's talk skincare and makeup with our final section of appearance. So for me personally, I've suffered with cystic hormonal acne since I was about 12, so literally 8 years now. But me and my dermatologist have finally got to the cause of the problem and figured out that after trying literally everything, it is hormones. So I'm currently switching to a different doctor, long story, to deal with that, but it's something that I might document either on here or over on my TikTok, which I'll put in the screen somewhere. But the things that I have learned over the years with my skin is to use knowledge over hype. Okay, so you might see something trending around on TikTok and think, yeah, I want to try that, I want to try this, I want to try that, and you end up throwing literally your entire bathroom cabinet on your face and wonder why your skin is still breaking out. All you need is a good face wash, serum, moisturiser and SPF. I cannot stress this enough, SPF, okay? If you want to look like a wrinkled leather bag at 50, don't wear your SPF, but I would recommend putting on your SPF every single day, even if it is cloudy and rainy outside. I put it on my face, my neck and my hands because I feel like that is the obvious signs of skin damage. And also, if you are someone that suffers from acne, most of the time the treatments that you're getting given, which if they're topical or if they're oral, it doesn't matter, make your skin super sensitive to the sun. So make sure you wear your SPF every single day, regardless of the weather. My top skincare brands that I would recommend are La Roche-Posay, Avène and Tatcha. I've only tried the Dewy Skin Cream and the Kisu Mask from Tatcha, but they are literally holy grail products for me. And the La Roche-Posay Cicaplast treatment is incredible. And it comes in a huge bottle and you can use it literally anywhere on yourself. It is a staple product for me. And now moving on to makeup, I like to keep it literally my staple products every single day. Keep it the same. I keep it quite minimal. I don't want to look like too in your face. I'm not going to do a full beat every single day. If I'm going out, I might do a little lash on my outer corner or something different on my eyes, but I keep it the same every single day most of the time. And I just like to keep it as natural and as minimal as possible. I like to make it quite glowy, and also, like I said, because I suffer with acne, I've got very textured skin, and although I want to cover the redness, I find that if I put too much heavy foundation and concealer and then powder all over it, it just ends up enhancing the texture so much more. But I find it's actually best to just strip it back and keep it as minimal as possible and really moisturize your skin before. I wouldn't worry too much about primer. I'd say if you are going to use primer, use a hydrating primer if you've got drier skin, and even if you have oily skin, please moisturize your makeup first because it will just slide off of your face if you do not use a good moisturizer before. I'd say the key to makeup is all about the skin prep before you go on to actually applying your makeup, and I would really recommend a dewy setting spray to go over the top to make it glowy rather than super matte, because otherwise it goes a bit dry and it starts to crack and flake off throughout the day. My personal favourite setting spray is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Finish one. It is so good. It locks down your makeup literally all day, but it gives you this gorgeous like glow, dewy finish, and it just looks so much more natural. Like, my makeup is not complete without that setting spray. Okay, last thing on the appearance section is a capsule wardrobe. If you do not know what a capsule wardrobe is, I will have a link in the description or over on my Instagram and TikTok to a guide to the perfect capsule wardrobe, which I've actually made myself. But it is having things in your wardrobe that match with everything else, so you can easily find an outfit and you'll never be stuck knowing, oh, I don't have anything that goes with this. Like for me, if I'm going to buy something, I have to know that it's going to go with other things, which is why I have a capsule wardrobe, because everything in there I can mix, I can match, and I can find outfits easily. Another thing that I absolutely love to do, which I feel like just makes you feel so put together. For example, today I'm wearing this yellow top with some white jeans, and then I've put a yellow sandal on the bottom or a yellow trainer, anything. I think it's called the sandwich method, where you match your top to your bottom. Just like the other day, I wore a brown bodysuit with some dark denim jeans, so I put my brown Sambas on the bottom. I feel like it just ties it all really nicely together. And while we're on the outfit thing, accessories literally make or break your outfit. I feel like if my outfit's not giving to the level I want it to give, I'll add sunglasses, add a bag, add jewellery, add a nice shoe, and it just ties it all together nicely. Like, I will never leave the house without my accessories on now. Now moving on to the actual organisation section of the things that I do to actually be put together. So number one, get a calendar, whether it's physical or whether it's on your phone. For me personally, I much prefer to have a physical one that's on my wall and I can look at it, and I feel like if I write it down on a calendar, I have way more chance of remembering than if I write it down in my notes on my phone, which is literally full, and I will probably never look at it again. So if I make a hair appointment, nail appointment, the dog's got something that I need to take him to the vet for or take him for a bath, that all goes on my big monthly calendar, which I stick either in my room or in the kitchen, just places where I'm going to walk past it and look at it. And then I have a weekly planner. I literally got mine from Tesco. I'm sure you can get them on Amazon. And again, if you go on Canva or something, I'm sure they have a digital version online if that's the way that you prefer to do it. But I'm more old school and I prefer to just write everything down and it actually sticks in my head a lot more than if I just do it online. But my weekly planner, I will sit down on a Sunday night and I'll plan my week ahead. Who I'm seeing, what time I'm seeing them, what I've got to do, what work needs to get done, anything like that. And that will be my weekly plan. And then if somebody messages me and I don't have time to slot them in, then that will have to go on next week's calendar. I just don't like to change the plan too much. I like to have structure to my week. I can look at my plan, I know exactly what's going on. And then what I will do, which may be a bit extra, is I also have a daily planner. So I will take things off of my weekly planner, write them all down, and then any extra things that I need to do that I don't necessarily need to write down on my weekly planner, I will have my day time stamped as well in this daily planner. So I know at this time I'm doing this, at this time I'm doing that. And I feel like time stamping my day helps me be so much more productive, because I know by 8 o'clock I need to have my hair, my makeup and my outfit on ready for the day. I need to leave the house at 9 o'clock to go here. And I feel like when you are self-employed or you don't have a job that requires you to leave the house every single day, time structure to your day is so important. So yes, time blocking is what I love to do, and it's actually saved me because I'm so type B that I cannot function with any of these things that I've put into place for me. So just finding things that will help you be more organised and add structure to your day is so important. Also, making sure that I don't wake up with mess and keeping a clean space, especially on a Sunday night. If it's a Sunday night and I've had a busy weekend and my room is a bit of a mess, or my dressing room's a mess, which is where I come in to film most of my videos, I will make sure that I've cleaned them, tidied them, hoovered them, the whole lot, because on Monday morning is the start of a new week. I don't want to start my day waking up by having to tidy up yesterday's mess before I can actually do any of the jobs that I have set out. I feel like that is every day, but especially on a Sunday night. But I will have a little evening reset every single evening, and in that reset I will also lay out all of my clothes for the next day, so that I wake up out of my bed, they're to the side of my bed, and I know exactly what I'm wearing and I can just chuck it on and get started with my day. So that concludes everything that I do to look and feel put together. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked it, give me a little like, maybe a cheeky subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video, which will be my weekly vlog, which has got some fun, exciting things in it. I'm actually editing it and filming it still now, so I'll see you for that video.